Hi there, it's Joseph here at Edge Dynamics making a shave video, and I've got a few razors to test. They've been honed the same way, and it's just occurred to me I may not get a shave because I do these videos, you know, I don't really know how the edge is going to be. So first up, I'll show this one first because everything looks pale in comparison when I show this one, but just get it out of the way. It's this fella, the Napoleon, and so I've rehoned this one and I want to try that. Did them on the Izuku Kita full progressions, but finished with a extremely hard Tomo. This one's a Paragon, and here's the blade. It's a little bit unique. The shape, the grind, the tang. The tang's got it sort of rounds to that sloped part. So it's quite unusual. And it's in good nick. It's got some of the decorative jimping, if you can see that on the sides, and of course I sorted out the jimping underneath. It's got this little notch down there, just for a touch, but yeah, very nice. And it's got a nice bevel, and we'll see how it shaves. For the soap today, because last week's was so good, the Esbjerg, I got out the sensitive Esbjerg, and as usual it's the High Mountain and the DR. Go with the Napoleon. Let's see what I've done to this, if the hard Tomo has made a difference. Not really. Nothing too wrong with it, it's just not got that killer. It's not got that killer feeling. So we'll keep working on it. So let's see what the Paragon does. Yes. Yeah, very nice. I did all this honing yesterday, and I was also honing the Camisori, but I was disturbed by a visitor, so I never got to finish it, which is a shame. But when I get a chance, I'll redo the Camisori. And I'll tell you what I'm working on at the moment is a John Heifer, or Heifer, I don't know how you pronounce that, but I'm sure many of you know they're really high quality razors. So it's one that I've had for years and years, and it's got no scales. It's in really good condition as well. So I'm in the process of making scales, whether I can bear the heat today in the workshop to start making the scales. And they're going to be black buffalo, which I don't want to work with. I only want to make ox, so I want to see what colours and patterns I can get from the ox. But this razor, I think it has to be just black buffalo. So we'll try and have that ready for next week. And I'm thinking about doing something special with the wedge and the pinning. But until the scales are made, not 100% made, but like 80% made, just got the shape. Then I can think about ordering the parts, but the parts actually I'll order them and then I'll go and collect them. From Hatton Garden, Cooks and Gold. They do all sorts of jewellery type stuff. But hopefully it'll be really special, and hopefully it'll take a great edge. But last night I was digging around. I've got a box of razors in the workshop for restoration, and I don't know what's in there, but I was looking around in it and I found, don't know where it came from, another John Heifer. I think it's like 7/8, quite nice. That one I can do in ox. And it's a bit of a hollow, not a full hollow. I want to get on that, and also I have got another John Heifer, or Heifer, could be Heifer, but I've got the one with the, I've got one, I don't know if you've seen them, it's got that funny script on it. It looks a little bit Arabic, but it's most probably shorthand. And I know someone who's got a really interesting theory about that stamp. What it's referring to, bit of a conspiracy, but I need to get my history page sorted on the website. So the first article on the Sheffield steel, that's not even finished. There's a few photos that they're not the same size, which has to be sorted. Then there's a James Johnson article, which is, the page is done, but there's a few mistakes on it and it hasn't been added to the website. That needs to be done. Then there's an article on tempering back in the day. That has to be added. And then hopefully I'll have this article on John Heifer. Heifer's a cow, isn't it? On John, let's just call him John. I have an article on that guy, his family, and possibly a really interesting story behind it. But the website it's a bit of a disaster at the moment. If you try to go to the honing page, you're redirected to something to do with fruit machines or slots. Yeah, I've spoken to the website team and they assured me their best people are on that. And it's not just me, there are other websites that are linking to an Amazon page. Mine's linking to a gambling page. And they're on it, they're fixing it. And it's like a week later, it's still not fixed. So, and all I could do is on Monday call them back. But just the fact that I can actually speak to them now, because before it was just, it was all automated, there was no people there. But so hopefully that can get fixed and we can move forward. But yeah, there's definitely a few issues. I've had issues with the currency converter, which did cost me one transaction. So what can you do? I've thought about migrating. There's lots of companies that do free migration, and I was looking into it, but can you really trust anyone really? So I think unless it's a small company, I trust a small company, but I don't think the small companies have got like the servers to give you your website the reach. I'm not sure how it all works, but it's all to do with Google rankings and stuff like that. So maybe it's better the devil you know. But the guy who I spoke to on the phone, he said he's going to get everything sorted, but in the meantime he sent me lots of Trustpilot feedback things to leave him reviews, giving him 5 stars, which obviously I'm not going to do because I haven't actually done anything yet. But we'll see how it all plays out. But it's kind of slowed me down as well with putting stuff on the website, because I'm always like, well, if we could get it fixed then I can do something. But that was a very nice shave. I'm just glad to get that off because it was itching like mad. I'll rehome both of those, given the chance. I mean, I'll say push for time for everything, but if the weather cools down, I could sit there comfortably and do some nice honing. I've got a few other razors as well. Another razor that I found last night was a tiny Solingen. I say tiny, I think it's smaller than 5/8, but it's just got something about it. Looks to me, I mean, there's no homeware, so we'll call it NOS. And just out of interest, we'll see what we can do with it. I'm sure there was a few others as well. But my workbench, oh yeah, I've got a penknife as well. Joseph Rogers. It's quite plain, just a single blade, but it's ideal for customization with ox horn. So I want to make a go on that. And it should be nice. But that's about it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.